So students, in this chapter, we are studying two important progressions or sequences, arithmetic and geometric. So this is arithmetic progression and this is geometric progression. Okay. So in geometric progression, like we have the series. So what is series? Series is an expression. Series is an expression where we add the terms of the GP, like 1, like the terms are suppose 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So these are the terms. So what will be series? This is GP. Series will be this expression. This is series. Now what is sum of series? Sum of series is the number that you will get after adding all of them. So what's the sum here, students? What's the sum here? What is the sum of this series? Make pairs 10, 20 and 1. Yes, 31. So now you have understood the terminology. What is the meaning of series? What is the meaning of progression? What is the meaning of sum of series? So sum of series is a number. Now this series was finite series. We can find the sum of finite series because we have limited number of terms. But what if we have infinite series? So infinite GP, from infinite GP we get infinite series. From finite GP we get finite series. Now our infinite series is, let us make this series as infinite series. So it will keep on going, keep on going. So is it okay? For this series we have formula also, like sum of n terms. Can you tell me the formula? Here a, yes.
A R R n minus 1 upon R minus 1.
Very good. A into r square minus 1 upon 1. So put a is equal to the first term, that is 1, students, and then r is your 2, which is the common ratio, raised to the power. And how many terms are here? We have 5 terms, right? So S5 is equals to, we are finding, okay? And minus 1 divided by r is your 2 minus 1. Now tell me, what is it?
31.
Yes. So again, also from here, because 8 for the 32 minus 1 and this is divided by 1. So again, you will get the same answer. Okay. So either you are adding simple, because now suppose you have an expression where, so here r was greater than 1. Suppose you have r less than 1. So then this expression will become
The A1 minus Rn by 1 minus R.
very good. So this will be your expression. Agreed, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have two cases in infinite series. One is this series where r is greater than 1, and another series is where r is less than 1. So you can see that here the number is getting larger and larger. Here the number is becoming smaller and smaller. Okay. So this kind of series are divergent series. We cannot find the sum of these series because the largest number, keep on adding, the number is becoming larger, you cannot find the sum. But these infinite series where r is less than 1, so as you go to infinity, this number becomes, so as n will become infinity, the number becomes smaller. You can say, instead of number, you can say terms becoming smaller and smaller, and ultimately negligible. So whether you add them or not, it doesn't matter because they are so small. So for them, we can write the expression from this formula Sn, where r is less than 1. So this formula we can further write as, when n tends to infinity, then sum of infinity. So this type of series is known as convergent series. Okay. So infinite series GP can be divergent, can be convergent. So we can find the sum of the convergent series, and then this formula will become a into 1 minus r raised to the power infinity upon 1 minus r. Now r is less than 1. So a number which is less than 1, you will multiply it infinite times. So this number will also be very, very small. So r infinity, r raised to the power infinity will be negligible. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So negligible, you can write 0. Students, you will face this kind of thing, negligible, putting 0 in physics, in maths, in even in economics later on. So we don't like, you have to add, like that is why you are studying significant figures also in your physics and chemistry. So we put 0 here for negligible quantities because it is negligible as compared to 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And 1 minus r. So r is not negligible. R is less than 1, but when a number is less than 1, you are multiplying it again and again and again and again, like you are doing it here, it will become smaller and smaller. So ultimately you get the formula for the convergent series as a upon 1 minus r, where r is between 0 and 1. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us do a question based on this concept. This question also I gave you. We will do this question also. Any of you have found the solution of the first question that I gave you? Not yet? Okay, doesn't matter. We will do this question also. Now, first of all, let us do this question which is based on the sum of infinite terms. Okay, students? Yes?
Okay, sir.
The sum of infinite geometric series with positive terms is 3. So S infinity is equals to 3. Okay, of the GP. So you have to take what is the series, what are the terms first of all you are taking in GP. Let it be AR square, AR cube, and so on. Agreed? Yes. So you have to write the condition here, students. It is given to you positive terms. Terms are positive. So it means A will be greater than 0. And as I told you the condition for the here infinite series, because okay, above here I have written this condition, positive terms, and as the series is infinite, so you are finding the sum of infinite. It means R is between 0 and 1. Okay, students, agreed? So R is between 0 and 1. So I need all these terms as positive. So that's the meaning of this. So positive terms plus sum can only be found if it is convergent. R is lesser than 1. And here it is greater than 0 because all the terms are positive. Agreed, students, up to this point? Okay, okay, good. Now, this is the first condition we have written here, that S infinity is equals to 3. So what do we get from this? What is the formula for S infinity? A upon 1 minus R equals to 3. So this is the first given thing that we have used. Now, again, the second condition given to you is the sum of the cubes of its terms. So now you will be forming another infinite geometric series. What will be this series? Cubes of these terms, students. So do the cubes of these terms. Okay. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So cubing all the terms, you get new GP. And what is the sum of this GP? Let this be S dash infinity. What is the sum of this GP? S infinity will be adding S dash infinity. You will be adding all of them, yes? And that is also given to you, students. That is 27 by 19. Okay? All of you are agreed?
Yes, sir.
Now, what you need to find?
Common ratio.
Common ratio.
R you have to find. That's your target. So you have this equation and you have this equation. So you have two equations and you have to find R. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Try it out. Just I'm giving you 2 minutes to think your strategy first of all. We can start from here also. Yes. 27 by 19 will be equal to what? Same formula. S infinity is equals to A upon 1 minus R. Now what is your A here, students? Very good. A cube. What is your R here?
R cube.
Yes. Yes. So R is your R cube. So 1 minus R cube. Agreed, students, with this?
Yes.
So now you have two equations. So simple. You have two equations. First equation and the second equation we have just rewritten it. Okay. So you have two variables A and R, two equations, two variables. We can solve them out. So here we have to find the value of R, students. Okay. As simple as that. So what you can do? From here, find the value of A and put it here. Okay. So what's the value of A from here? A is equals to 3 into 1 minus R. So
3 minus 3.
put value of A from first in above equation. Okay. So we get, what do we get, students? 27 upon 19 is equals to 3 into 1 minus R. I am not multiplying it, students, okay, because I know that here it is 1 minus R cube. So what is the formula for A cube minus B cube? Yes. What is the formula for A cube minus B cube?
A
A minus
A
B.
minus B plus B square plus AB.
Okay, very good. So A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square, right?
Yes.
And don't forget that this is whole cube. So what is the formula for A minus B whole cube, students? Yes. Here the formula will be,
A cube minus B cube minus 3AB. A minus B.
okay, good. So A cube, A minus B whole cube will be equals to A cube, yes, plus B cube minus, sorry,
Yes, sir. Minus.
where the power will be odd, we will have minus sign, okay, because minus power odd will be negative, right?
Minus 3AB.
Minus, no, see, total power will be 3. So 3A square B, total power will be 3, okay, yes. And then, so here power is 1. Now if you write the power of B as, so here the power is 1, so sign will be negative, okay.
Yes, sir.
So minus 3AB. And now you have the term B square A. So here B square, so sign will be positive, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now but we need not to use this formula, because why? Because in this formula we already have, so this is 1 cube minus R cube. So let us write 1 minus R into 1 plus 1 into R is R plus,
Plus R square.
very good. Yes, so we have just put the value of A. So A was 3 into 1 minus R whole cube. So students, so from here 27 upon you can just cancel it out. 27 upon 19 is equals to 3 raised to the power 3. 27 into 1 minus r raised to the power 3. So I can write it as 1 minus r raised to power 3 is like this also. Okay. So that's
Yes.
1 minus r into 1 plus r square. So this clearly cancels out and this will also cancel out. Okay. So what you are left with, students, this will go here. I have 1. So cross multiplying 1 plus r square is equals to 19 into what is 1 minus r whole square?
1
A square.
square plus r square
Yes.
minus 2r.
Okay. See, it's better that if you write it in symmetry, so minus, it's the same thing, it doesn't matter. Okay, but you will study in binomial theorem, we write the terms, this is the standard way of writing the terms. Okay, a square plus b, a square plus b square is also correct. So a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this is the standard way of writing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now students, you can solve it out easily, right? So 1 plus r square is equals to 19 minus 38r plus 19r square. So what do you get, students? Take these terms this side. So 19r square minus r square, 18r square. This r will also be minus r, so it will be 39r. This one will again be subtracted from 19, so it will be 18 equals to 0. Okay. Now can you see that 8 plus 9, 3. 3 plus 9, 12. 1 plus 8 is 9. So it means if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3 or divisible by 9, then those terms will also be divisible. So they will be divisible by 3. Okay. So what do I get? 6r square minus 13, 3 the 39 plus 6 equals to 0. Now what are the factors that you can make? 6 multiply 6. So here I have negative sign. So both the terms will be negative. So two numbers, two factors that we can add to get 13. Yes. So 9 multiply 4. Agreed? So minus 9r minus 4r plus 6 equals to 0. So what is the common that you can take? 3r. So this will be minus 3. Again, you need here this r term to be positive. So you have to take this negative sign common. Okay, because you want this term to be positive and this term to be negative. So that is why you are taking this. So take 2 common, you get minus 3. Now you have these two terms. So out of these two terms, you can take 2r minus 3 common. So what do you get? 3r minus 2. That is equals to 0. So students, either either 2r minus 3 is equals to 0 or 3r minus 2 equals to 0. So here either r is equals to 3 by 2 or r is equals to 2 by 3. But r is between 0 and 1. Yes, that is given to us. But r is between 0 and 1. That is given to us. Therefore, r is equals to, r cannot be equal to 3 by 2. Hence, r is equals to 2 by 3. Okay.
Yes.
So students, hence you get the value. Noted it down? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this question, you can see it was in last year, 2 September, around 8 months ago, the JEE main exam, this question was there. Okay, this is also a very simple question. I think you have tried it out also. Yes. So students, here the modulus of x is less than 1, modulus of y less than 1. It means the x will be between, modulus is less than 1. What does this mean? So x will be less than, yes, then only this will be satisfied. This is what does it mean? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So same concept students that we have used in the last question. This series that is given to you, just look at this series whether this series is convergent or not. Is this GP or not? What's this series? Let's analyze this series. So first of all, it should be supposed to GP, and then it's supposed to be convergent. For convergent, you know that R must be less than 1. So this is x plus y. Students, how can you what can you do with these terms? Let the sum of this series is S. And you know this x and y both are less than 1. Okay. So what you can do? Yes, tell me. What you can do? See, this expression isn't telling you something, these expressions. If you multiply them with x minus y, what will happen? Tell me. Then s will be equals to x square minus y square plus this will be equals to, we have just used this formula students.
So x cube minus y cube.
Very good. So multiply both sides with x minus y. Okay. And here students, by symmetry you can tell me what do you get here?
X4.
So x minus.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Now we can separate the x and y terms. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So x square plus x cube plus x raised to the power 4 and so on plus y. So you can take minus common.
Yes, sir.
So minus common y square plus, so this is y cube students, y cube plus y4 plus so on. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see that this is clearly GP with common ratio is equals to x. Yes, multiply x with, you are getting successive terms and you know that x is less than 1. Right? This is the condition. So if this is the condition, if your R is between -1 and +1, then the infinity sum is a upon 1 minus r. We have just used it in the last question also. So what's r here, students? You can write it r dash. So here in this
Y.
GP, y. Yes? And here also you can see the common ratio is less. So both the conditions are satisfied. It is a GP, first thing, and second thing is that the common ratio is less than modulus of common ratio, it's less than 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now it's quite easy for you. So x minus y into sum equals to, so what will be the sum of this series, students? A upon, what is your a?
X square.
First term x square. Okay. 1 minus 1 minus x, very good. Minus, what is your first term
Y
here?
square upon 1.
Y square upon y 1 minus y.
Yes, very good. So you can only write this if you have these two conditions. So you can write this as the common ratio of both the series is between -1 and +1. Okay? Is this clear, students? Because then only the sum of infinite terms in GP is equals to a upon 1 minus. Now, you have to just simply solve in this question. You have to find the value of s. Okay? So obviously you will be taking x minus y this side, right? So first of all, you can take the LCM here. What's the LCM? 1 minus x into 1 minus y. So 1 minus y is multiplied with x square. What do you get? X square minus
Minus
minus 1 multiplied with y square. And what's the next term, students?
Plus X square.
minus
No. This minus and this is also minus. So minus minus will become plus. Plus y square x. Okay?
yeah.
So plus y square x. So this will be multiplied. See, this means you are multiplying and divide it with 1 minus x, and this is what you are doing with. This is the actual process. Okay? Got it, students?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can factorize this. Might be x minus y will cancel out because you can see the answer, the options that you have. So you can clearly see that here you have x square minus y square. So write these terms together. And then you have y square x minus x square y divided by 1 minus x into 1 minus y. So you have rearranged these terms because I can see that this is going to be cancelled out. Yes. Because what do you have the options in your answer? You have these options. So out of these options, which one is correct? You are already getting this 1 minus x into 1 minus y, 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it means the above term, the numerator will be either this or this. So that is why, see, I always move forward as per the need of the answer. Okay. So definitely this is going to be cancelled because this is what I need. This is my answer for the denominator. Now this is definitely going to be cancelled out. Okay. Otherwise it will come here. Is this clear to everyone or not?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So x minus y into s is equals to, now make the factors of this. What do you get? X minus y into x plus y, plus here xy common and x minus y, or y minus x, but you need x minus, see here, if you take x common, negative x will come here. I need negative y, I need this term to be negative, so I need to take minus common. Okay, yes. So minus xy you take common, so this 1y you have taken common and negative, so this term only, then this term will be negative and this term will be positive, because like we did in the last question also, you have two terms and you will take from these two terms x minus y common. Okay, even if you have written, suppose here this plus this, then again you have to write one more step where you will be writing it taking the negative sign common, and then it will become y minus x. Okay,
Yes.
so divide by 1 minus x into 1 minus y. See students, it is taking time because I want you people to be comfortable with step by step. Otherwise, you can do this whole thing in 2 minutes also. This is what you need to do in exam. Okay, your speed will increase. Right now, don't focus on the speed, focus on the concepts and the strategies. Okay, so here x minus y will be cancelled out and you get s is equals to x plus y minus xy divided by 1 minus x into 1 minus. So which option is correct, students?
Option C.
Sir, second.
नहीं नहीं, यहाँ तो प्लस है ना बेटे, एंड हियर इट इज माइनस, सो माइनस कॉमन लिया था हमने, सो x प्लस y,
Option B.
ऑप्शन बी, x प्लस y माइनस xy. ओके
Yes, sir.
Yes.
okay, so note it down and just see, even after doing the question, just see what we have actually done with this question. Okay, the strategy thing. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, shall we start the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so students, this is quite a simple question. It was in 2014 JEE mains. I want you to try it out. I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve this question. Think about it. What is the strategy that you should use? What is given to you? What do you need to prove? And how you are going to link both of them, given and to prove. Okay, think about it. Quite easy question, student. We have done similar kind of questions earlier also. Very simple question. Students, each and every word here is important. Okay, so that's the, in these exams, each and every word is important that is given to you.
option, sir.
Very good. What is the answer? Which option is correct?
C and D option, or rather 2 plus 2 and 2
C and D. C, very important.
but it is increasing, so maybe D option.
Yes. Maybe nahi means, see here you will get, what do you get here? Means here the R will be lesser than 1. So it will not be increasing GP because 2 minus 1.732. So you're getting here from this. So this cannot be the answer. Got it?
Yes.
Very good. So how have you solved it after this step?
Quadratic equation.
Yes. So we know that the roots are minus b plus minus under the root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Yes. So r will be equals to, what do you get here? So
4
minus,
plus under root 12 by
yes. Okay. Under root 12, yes. So because this is b square means 4 minus 4 square will be 16 and minus 4 into 1 into, and here also a is 1. So that's 4. And divided by 2 into a is 1. And so that's, you get r is equals to 4 plus minus under the root.
12.
Yes. So
That is not 16.
yes. Good. So that's 16. 4 square is 16. And you get 12, yes, divided by 2. And that is 4 plus minus. So 12 is 4 into 3. That is 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 upon 2. So 2 will be cancelling out. And you got two options.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, how this 4AR equal to A plus AR square we got?
Yes. Which step?
Sir, step third.
This step?
No, sir,
This?
above this step. 4A. Yes.
4, yeah. See, this is your term B, this is your term A, and this is your term C. If the three terms are in AP, then 2B is equals to A plus C, because you know
Yes.
that B minus A is equals to C minus B. That is equals to your D. So taking this B this side, you get 2B is equals to C plus A. And that's also because this is the geometric, this is the arithmetic mean, this B. Okay. So this way also get. So this is twice of this term, 2B is equals to A plus C. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So quite simple question, students. Shall we do? Okay. Let us do one more question. So more questions you will do, more confident you will be. Okay. And students, sequence and series is one of the most important chapter. In mains we get normally 2 questions, and in advance also we get 1 or 2 questions. That's the next question. Solve it out. I'm giving you 2 minutes. We have done similar kind of question. Yes, students, see, initially 2-3 steps are crucial. Okay. So here what do you see? This is 10 raised to power 9, and here also you have 10 raised to the power 9, and 10 raised to power 8, and 10 raised to power 7, and 10. So, yes, what can you do? Divide both sides with 10 raised to power 9, isn't it? Here you will get 1, and here you will get this divided by 10. This also divided by 10 raised to power 2. This also here. Similar terms you will be getting. Agreed?
Yes.
So, so start the question like this. So what do you get? K equals to 1 plus 2 into, see that you can do in the paper itself, means nowadays you have online exam, but okay, so you are supposed to save some steps. Okay, so this is what we will get. Agreed, students, or not? Okay, plus 4 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 3 plus, agreed, okay. And what do you get? How many terms are here? Tell me. This is, how many terms are here? So you need to be very careful.
10.
See, think it in terms of 11. Don't think it in terms of, see,
11 power 0 to 11 power 9.
11 0,
10 terms.
total 10 terms, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to write 10 terms here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the last term you will have 10 here. So this is the coefficient of the last term, just like I have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. So this is that 10. This is not 10 raised to the power, because 10 raised to power 11 is 0 here. So here it was 10 raised to power 0 into 11 raised to the power 9. Okay. But you are dividing it. Getting it, students? So what you are getting it? Here it will be, yes, 10 terms, na? So 1 to 10, first thing. Second thing is, 11 upon 10. How much power is it? 1 lesser than this coefficient. So if it is 3, it is 2. If it is 4, it is 3. If it is 10, it is this. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So here 10 is for 0. I have removed that. That is of no use. Now the question is simple. Now the series is simple. Yes. Now what can you do? You can do two things here. If you want to include one, or you don't want to include one. That's your choice. So if you want to include 1 also, then here also I should have 11 upon 10. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So multiply both sides with 11 upon 10. Okay. So what do you get? 11 upon 10. So 1 will also be included now. Plus 2 into, and here you will get the power 2 again. And here you will get the power 3. Agreed, students?
Yes, yes, sir.
Here you will get 9 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 9, right? Plus 10 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 10. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you have these two equations. First one was actually before multiplying it with 11 by 10, this equation and this equation. You can subtract them, students. And actually, I should have written these terms. It's better if I have written these terms as see, it's better if I write these terms as, because I will be subtracting. That is why I'm doing all this. So this term I will be writing here, plus this term I will be writing here. You have done it number of times, students, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And here the term was 9 into, tell me the term.
11 upon 10 raised to the power 8.
Very good, very good. So this term will come here. What it will be? 9 into
11 upon
11
10
by
raised
10
to the
is
power
9.
and then this term will come here.
8. Yes.
So this is the same like I have written earlier, but the only thing is I have shifted this term from here to here so that it clearly see as subtract. So even if you have written like you have written earlier, that is also correct. You can subtract this with n. Doesn't matter. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now subtract these terms. So don't get confused with this. So we have, you can write here, multiply both sides with 11 by 10. We get this. Okay? So that's your equation number 1, and this you can say equation number 2. So 1 minus 2. This will give you what? Now this k minus 11 by k, what do you get? Minus k. But what does this mean? 10 upon 10k. So minus
Yes, sir.
minus k you will be getting, yes, minus k upon 10. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now 1 plus, what do you get from here, students?
11 by 10.
Very good, 11 by 10. So my aim was to remove this coefficient so that it will become GP, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have done it earlier also many a times. So 11 by 10 plus now 3 minus 2 is again 1. So that's what I have done. I cannot make it 0. I have to make it 1 or every time. So that's my strategy. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So 11 by 10 square. Then 4 minus 3 is again 1. Here it will be 3.
11 by 10 cubed.
Yes. Plus so on. Plus here again 10 minus 9 is 1. And 11 by 10 raised to the power 9. Plus,
Power
now then you
9.
have,
11.
yes. Now you have another term is minus 10 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 10. So that is separate term, students. Now how many terms do you have here?
10.
10 terms. Okay.
So,
So earlier also, here also there were 10 terms. Here also there were 10 terms. Huh? So now the terms become, total terms become 11 because this term and this term, you have not touched these terms. So 8 terms were subtracted and this one term and this one term were left. 9 terms were subtracted, sorry. 9 terms were subtracted. So 1 you have added this, so these are 10 terms. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now can you solve it out? Hurry up. So what's the sum? Sn is equals to, in GP, yes, A into,
Rn minus 1 by R1.
so what is your A here? 1. What is your R here? 11 by 10. So put these values. And what is N here? 10. बेटे इसको इंक्लूड नहीं करना हमें इस टर्म को, राइट? यहां तक, बिकॉज यहाँ ये 10 आ गया ना, तो इसको हम ये तो सारा 1 है, तो इसका तो कॉमन रेशियो ठीक है, 11 बाय 10 वी आर मल्टीप्लाइंग, तो लेकिन यहाँ 11 बाय 10 मल्टीप्लाई करने से ये तो मिल गया, लेकिन ये 10 भी तो एक्स्ट्रा है ना हमारे पास. गॉट इट?
So, sir, we can't include that last term.
Yes, we cannot include the last term, we will keep it separate. Okay, very good. Okay, so students, put these values. What do you get? 1 into 11 by 10 raised to the power 10
10.
minus 1 divided by 11 by 10 minus 1. Okay, now what do you get from here? Minus k upon 10 is equals to, what do you get? 11. So multiply this 10 and 10. So you get here 10 upon 1. So 1 upon 10, right? And what do you get here?
11 minus 10 की power
This also you multiply with
10
10
की
is,
power 3.
yes. So here you will get 10 raised to power 10 and 10 raised to power, yes, 11 10 raised to power 10 minus 10 raised to power 10. This is, what do you get?
The value of k is 100.
Yes, k, yes, absolutely. Value of k is 100. Yes, correct. So now tell me how to solve it out further.
Sir, I don't open the raised to power as
Okay.
11 by 10 raised to power 10.
Okay, let us also not
It will
open.
cancel out at the last.
Okay, yes, you are right. Let's not open. Even if you open, you get the answer, but still it's better not to open. Okay. So what do you get? Keep them separate, right? Keep them separate. Okay. So what do you get?
In the denominator, there will be 1 by 10, which will be multiplied in numerator.
Yes, so it will be 10 into this 1 by 10 will be 10 here, and 11 by 10. Students, where is this term? You have forgotten this term. Minus 10 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 10. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this raised to the power 10 minus 1 into minus 10 into 11 upon 10 raised to the power 10. Okay? Now what do you get? Minus
Minus,
k, this 10 will go that side.
sir, take it in the last.
Okay.
On multiplying 11 raised to power 10 upon 10 raised to power 9.
So I will be multiplying this 10. So k will be 100. So why don't we keep it 100 here. But we have to open the, either we shall take this 10 common. Okay, let the 10 be here. 10 we have to multiply it, then only we will simplify this, right? So 10 into, or you can write 10 into 11 upon 10 raised to power 10 minus 10 minus 10 into 11 raised to power 10 upon 10. So this is clearly cancelling out. Yes, right?
Yes.
So minus k upon 10 is equals to minus 10. So this gives me k is equals to 100. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all for today. For the maths class, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.